Not a lot going
Hey,
on in the world of sports, so we're gonna stream some MLB The Show. Came out like 2 weeks ago, maybe. So me and Keanan gonna get ready. Um, I'll be the Braves today. He's gonna be the Oakland A's. Um,
town business.
he's ready to get that ass beat. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Sound might be a little bit weird. I don't know if I have like game audio or whatever playing, but yeah, we'll try to work through that. And then, yeah, we're live right now, so if you guys are listening, then what's up, what's up? Hopefully,
Where's the
hopefully this
live
is a
link
cool
at?
idea.
Oh,
Um,
there it is. Oh, I feel you. I
oh yeah,
feel you.
send that
All
out.
right. Well, yeah, let me get this. Let me get this going. Oh, this is. I feel like a big wig right now. This is crazy. All right, so we'll get this. We'll get this on our social medias here real quick, and then we will get started today. Before we did the podcast earlier this morning, we sent out a blind poll asking who we wanted everyone to have us play. We had an option for our favorite teams, mine being the New York Yankees, Luke's being the Chicago Cubs, respectively. We had a set of good teams, we had a set of mediocre teams, and a set of bad teams. The choice that ended up winning today was the good teams that we selected. And so that is why we are playing the Braves and the Athletics. So just a second here, we're going to get this. We're going to get this going.
Yes, sir.
Just a second.
Jeez, man, we're waiting, we're waiting. I'm
I
itching to
know, I
get that
know.
ass kicked. I guess while he sets that up, I'll go through. We've got standard 9 inning game, um, regular rules. I think we're playing veteran difficulty.
We
Um,
are.
yeah, and then yeah, that's about it. I don't know if you want to use like I don't know what hitting you're gonna use if you're gonna use like the PCI or what, but we'll figure that out. And sorry we don't have video of us. I tried to set that up. It was just way too much of a hassle. I had to download like 98 other uh, attachments
And
for it,
so,
so I wasn't
and
prepared for it
also,
all.
we are going to play in Arizona this afternoon because, as you can see here on the screen, Chase Field's got this really nice black screen in center field that makes it easier to hit the ball as compared if we were to go over here to Oakland. Uh, yeah, there's fans there where
Yeah,
that screen
especially
would
with the
be.
sun and stuff like that. I've
Yeah,
played a lot of this game, so
yeah.
Arizona is
So
definitely the
we
best
are
place to just see the ball, and it's definitely a
we're
better
gonna
than
we're
seeing
gonna play
everything
at
in the sun.
Chase. Um, Luke, how do you wanna play with the roof open, closed?
Play with it closed and make it night. That way, there's no possible chance
Sure.
of there being distractions or whatever.
Sure. And can't really use March, so we'll just go June with a 7 p.m. start time. Let's go overcast, and we're gonna select our teams here.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Mike Fears, the god of baseball, thank you for the contributions he's made.
Yeah, big guy for the world of the Astros scandal.
Uh,
Bringing light to
so,
it.
so other than that, we're kind of switching things up. So obviously, not much happening in the world of sports this week. That's pretty much it. I mean, NFL free agency kind of continued. Luke, you got any thoughts before we get this game started here?
Yeah, I mean, free agency was wild, the first few days, obviously. I mean, Tom Brady went from New England to Tampa Bay, which nobody really saw that coming here a few weeks ago. Picked up steam pretty quickly, but um, sucks, being a Vikings fan. We got rid of Stephon Diggs.
Going to the
Um,
Buffalo Bills.
traded to Buffalo. Was a good return. They got 4 draft picks out of it, which is fine. It was a good move for both sides. Granted, how things kind of ended with his time in Minnesota, but yeah, I mean, it sucks as a fan, but I can live with it. Um,
So I mean, if you take a look at Buffalo, They have to be the odds-on favorite to win that division now, don't you think?
I would assume so, but not really. I mean, I'm still not crazy about them. It's just their division is so bad.
Yeah, I mean, Miami, assuming they don't pick up a superstar quarterback in the next 3-4 weeks, I think their team is not going to be markedly better than what they were last season. The Jets, you can't really trust the Jets, honestly.
No.
And New England, they just, without Brady, I think this might be a year where they tank for Trevor Lawrence. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a real possibility. I mean, they just picked up Brian Hoyer, which he's whatever. He's been a very decent backup in his career. He could win the job. I just don't know if that's a good move for them because I think he can win them games, but obviously not enough to be the same team that they used to be. But you know, if he comes in and wants to
That's
take
bad.
he wants to take the starting spot, then it might kind of cost him in the future. But they could still roll with Jarrett Stidham, who they drafted last year. A lot of people were high on him coming out, so we'll see. It's gonna be interesting to see what they
Started
do.
with a leadoff triple here, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not here to mess around. I will say, though, in his defense, I've played a shit ton of this the last few days because there's been absolutely nothing to do. But, yeah. And for you guys watching, you will be seeing my camera, not Keanan's, so it'll be specifically mine throughout the game. So when I'm on... I pitch from the mound, so that will be somewhat probably annoying at first, but that's the that's how I roll. So it'll be okay, guys. Don't worry. But I do want to say, well, as we go through, I guess I can kind of spread these out. But damn, I missed that one horribly. I'll go throughout the rest of this, like throughout the game and everything. Just my winners and losers of free agency. Right off the bat, my top winner from the NFL this last week was Miami. Obviously, that they were a team that sucked, to put it simply,
Mildly.
and they sucked at sucking, which is impressive because they tried to tank and they couldn't even pull that off. So yeah, they're kind of a mess, but they went out. They got Byron Jones, who played corner for the Cowboys for a handful of years. One of the best cover guys in the NFL. They're going to pair him with Xavier Howard and probably gives them the best duo at corner in the NFL right now. So they turned that around quickly. They still need to adjust their offensive line and the quarterback position, obviously. But I think they've made a lot of good moves. They still have a good receiving core in place. Their defense is getting better. They picked up Kyle Van Noy, I believe, as well, who came over from New England. One of the best off-ball linebackers in the NFL. So, yeah, they're just going to be much better than we expected them to be this quickly. They turned around very, very smoothly from having basically a stretch of being an awful, awful team. So I will keep my eye on them. I am kind of excited for them, especially if they do land one of the top quarterbacks in the draft. There's rumors that they're going after Herbert. Obviously, you could still make a move and get Joe Burrow. That's 1-0, my guy.
Hey, it's all right. I haven't stepped up to the plate yet.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I mean, I like what Miami's got. They need something down there. Their football the football team has sucked. Their baseball team obviously
this
sucks.
is trouble.
Let's go.
Son of a bitch. You level 33 on this already?
Shit, I don't know.
Damn. Oh, come on.
Damn, I told you guys to go. Oh, you're lucky. I thought that shit was going straight into left field.
Oh, man. This feels just like Wabash, you know what I mean?
1-1.
Yeah, I feel you.
1-1 or
Hey,
1-0.
real quick, dude. Shout out your pitcher, Sean Manea. I just found this out today. He is an Indiana guy.
Oh, no cap.
He's from Valparaiso, Indiana, and then he went to
2 balls, 1 strike.
Indiana State. Did not know that.
I like that.
Because I've
I
always
like
been
that.
high on him. I've watched him. I use him a lot when I do franchising. So I think he's an A potential guy. So.
You know,
Ooh,
the
buddy.
A's, they're really underrated. I think they have a chance to be a 100-win team this year.
It's possible. They've got a solid team.
Oh,
Damn,
you see that? I didn't
honestly,
have to
I
do
thought I
that,
hit
but I
that
just did.
right into center field, but I don't know how hard I hit. I think it said it was only 68 off the bat, which is whatever. But all right, guys, you guys can probably see what pitches I'm throwing, so don't tip them off, okay? We don't need no trash cans.
So shouts out to Matt Davis in the chat. He said, "Do the Red Wings suck?" Yeah. The Red Wings are terrible, man. They are garbage, dumpster juice, man. There's not enough superlatives to tell you how bad the Red Wings are. There's 31 teams in the NHL. There's one team that's been eliminated. And they were eliminated like a month ago.
And the season ain't even going on, and they're still
So the NHL, right? So they're trying to decide how they're going to do their playoffs, them and the NBA both. Well, the NHL, they're thinking about doing this super playoff or whatever. And it's so funny because they're like, well, we got to have teams 1 through 30. And it's like, well, you're leaving out team 31. Well, it's because they're eliminated. And they're the Red Wings. So, yeah, we don't like the Red Wings here around the leagues. We think they are a terrible team. Back-to-back jacks to start the game here. I told you guys that the only thing we're
jacks, nah, back-to-back base knocks.
Hey, yeah, well, get ready for this one going off the scoreboard in center. Oh, I see you. Oh, yeah, you think I'm going on that? Nah, get out of here. Get out of here, Matt Soroka. Trash.
Canadian.
Hey, yo, shouts out, Matt. Yo, it is Wolf Love to the boys all day. We appreciate all the support from all of our loyal followers. Matt, a day one from the streets, town business, you feel me? There we go. Oh, he thought I was going home with that. Y'all like how I picked him out there? Had home on screen there for a little bit, and he was like, oh, man, I'm throwing that home. Nah, man, look at that. 3 base runners.
I'll play it
Whew.
safe.
Ooh, look at that. I got him nervous, boys. I got him nervous, boys. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Ooh.
That missed
Oh,
the
I got that
spot
pressure on him.
horribly.
Oh, I got that pressure on him. Matt Olson in the building.
Matt Olson is a good hitter.
Oh!
He cocked
oh,
it.
Boy. No, that's gone. That is gone. That's a grand slam, boys. Oh,
Not off to the start
boy.
I wanted to be off to, but hey,
let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Evansville represent. Where's my boys at? Let's go. That's a 4-1 jack. Let's go. All right. So back on the real though. So with the NHL and the NBA, Luke, you know both these seasons are getting ready to come to a close. They're both wanting to start their playoffs. Both have intentions of starting the season or ending their season. You know, we don't exactly know when this coronavirus issue is going to kind of subside. The problem is that many of these teams use the same arena to play their matchups.
Right.
And many of these teams, for instance, the Maple Leafs and the Raptors, you know, they share Scotiabank. They're likely going to be in the playoffs for each of their respective leagues. How do you think that the NBA and the NHL is going to handle this logistical issue?
I have no idea.
Is this another home run? Is this another home run? Oh!
Oh! Damn, I just found my
We're going
issue.
3.
Damn,
Triple,
Chris
baby.
Davis didn't just hit one. Hang on, I gotta fix something.
Oh, look at that. We got him scared. We got him shook, boys.
Nah, it said, damn, are you shitting me?
Probably not.
It put Acuna in right field. I don't want him in right field.
Sense.
I want him in center field. He's got the speed and he's got the fielding ability. He's got 96 arm strength, and he's got here not playing center like I had it set for him. And I wanted
No, you need him right.
I wanted Duvall in left over Azuna because I wanted Azuna to be my DH.
Jacked into right.
No, I wasn't
You
gonna
know?
get that one. I
At least
honestly
you're
have to
honest.
contemplate putting Duvall into left field and just having him play with the DH because I cannot live with Ozuna in my outfield.
Jesus, you hate him
Dude,
that bad?
Ozuna sucks.
That bad?
Yeah. I mean, well, no, Duvall's just a lot better as a fielder. I'll just live with it, whatever.
All right, we are back, boys. Here we go.
Before the game.
Grossman.
All right. I gotta say, I really like Chase Field. You're kind of right with the whole batter's eye being able to see the ball
Yeah.
really well. I do like this.
That's what I was playing it
And
on the Road to the Show the other day, and I was like, damn, this is so much
I
nicer
imagine
than the
it-
shitty shadows all over the ballpark.
I was getting ready to say, if you were playing it like Fenway, I imagine it would be terrible. Oh,
Yeah.
well, is this going to be 5-1? It will be.
We'll take it.
5-1 ball game.
We're at the point in the first inning where I have to just go ahead and get any out I can. Brutal.
John
Let's see if I can.
Murphy.
Sorry,
We got his
fellas.
confidence shook.
I gotta go here and go boop. Yeah, sure. I'll throw a fastball.
Oh, boy, I felt good about that one.
Sure you did, buddy.
Yes! So, yeah, speaking of Wabash days, so obviously we've talked about it on the show. We're both Wabash grads, and, you know, especially our senior year, you know, you get to that second semester, you've passed comps. Basically, all you have to do is not fail any classes, and you're going to graduate, right? So many weekends, it would be me and him, me and Luke up at Wabash. And for anybody who knows the college, or you know, obviously you can apply it to your own situations. There's nothing to do up there in Crawfordsville, right?
What?
Absolutely nothing, nothing. And so what we would do is, you know, we'd go over to Luke's dorm room and play the show, pretty much for 4 to 6 hours every Saturday. Like, it was crazy how often we were playing it. And we play it in between. We played in between lunch and dinner, wouldn't we? Go from Sparks to your room, back to Sparks.
Pretty much, yeah. Especially like
Yeah,
after
and-
comps, everything was kind of subsided. It was just
Leading off for
had nothing really
Like,
to even worry about. It was like, yeah, just get some shit done.
Well, it was like once we got the notification that we had passed, it was like, oh, okay, this is cake now.
Yeah.
You know, like for those first 6 weeks after comps, you're kind of worried, like, oh man, am I gonna be the one person who failed? And then it's like, nope. And then it's like, bet. So we would play this game. You know, you in 4 to 6 hours, you might be able to get, I don't know, 3 to 4 games in, depending on if you go to extras, how many balls you take, this, that, and the other. And so me and him would play, and usually we'd spend Sunday studying or writing papers, whatever. And Saturday was kind of our day to relax. And so on days where Sparks was just absolutely unbearable, which was many Saturdays, you know, we'd get like Papa John's or Domino's or something. And, you know, cop a college basketball game or a baseball game in the evening. And so,
Now batting.
but man,
The second
you know, as much as we talk about Wabash,
All
you know, I miss it. I miss it quite a bit. I think, you know, I miss seeing the guys up there. I miss, you know, our boys JC and Rouse, you know, and Jake. You know, I miss. I don't want to leave him out.
He's going.
Oh, that's bad.
Whew, I'm not sure why he slid feet first. Give him an easy tag target, but we'll live with that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not getting down.
There we go. All right, we're through 2, boys.
Yes, sir. Depends on how this goes. You might be able to play another one if you want.
Yeah,
We got all the time in the world,
goes.
apparently.
For those of you guys that are still at work today, at essential jobs such as GameStop or whatever you might consider essential, you know, we thank you for your service and, you know, being out there exposing yourself to the elements and the virus. For individuals that are working in retail, stocking shelves, or individuals in the hospital, working in the hospital, thank you for what you're doing and trying to keep individuals healthy.
Absolutely.
So, for me and Luke, we're both on online classes now for what we're doing, and I'm not working today, and so we got some time to kill this afternoon, and so we're doing the show, and we're back-to-back Jacks again. Where have I seen this movie played before?
That's a movie theater, Jacks. Probably.
Jacks are solo shots. These are, like you said, these are base numbers.
The third baseman.
Oh, that would go right.
And for the record, this is not how it went up at Wabash. Wabash would be 5-1 the other way.
I will say I played a lot of. I think it was on 19. I would play online with one of my buddies, and every game was like this. It would either we had one. I think we went 26 innings and it was 0-0. But then we would have others where he would get up 8-0 on me in the first. I'm like, I don't even know what I can't really even complain about it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just the online.
26 inning game.
Yeah, we ended up got to the point. I think by the 20.
That's a legit 3 or 4 innings, or 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean it took forever, and we just got to the point where we just started doing. It was just fastball right. It was middle high. It was first one to jack one wins because this shit's getting way out of hand.
All right, so Matt Olson, the first inning hero, back here in the second.
I will say we were both wrong. Neither of us do a perfect game.
That's true. We were talking on Twitter beforehand. You can go find it. I said that it was going to be a 27 strikeout perfecto, and it did not take long for that to not be the case. And so we both actually lost the no-hitters and the shutouts in the first inning. So
pretty quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that's pretty even. So, that's in the left. It's not going to have nearly enough power, but that's all right.
I will say, 2.
Yeah, we're through 2 here. 5-1 for those of you who are not exactly watching the video. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for myself. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for
the center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuña Jr.
Now, I will say, coming from the show, so for those of you who had, oh my god, oh my god, we call that bad in the streets, folks. That was embarrassing. I am sorry.
It's only a 15-foot throw.
I know that was sad. Now, I haven't really figured that out. With their whole fielding with the meter and everything, in past years, obviously you just hold it and it would toss it over there.
Yeah.
This is something new that I've had to adjust to.
Which one do you have? Do you just have the meter?
2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, just the meter. Double play?
Yeah, dude, I told him to go on contact, and he took 3 steps back to second and then went. I just don't understand that. I always want to go on contact. I would much rather take the out at third and not the out at first. Cause you got to risk it,
And Acuña had, an 86 speed? I mean, that's pretty... That's embarrassing.
They changed the running on this a lot. Level. When you cut, if you're going from first to second, if you're changing direction, your guy stumbles every time. And there it goes. I would have drove him in. Pull it back.
So what I was saying is, obviously, if you guys have watched any of our previous 9 episodes, thank you for doing so, first off. But second off, you've probably seen that I'm a pretty big hockey fan. I've worn my Leafs gear in every episode. Obviously, you won't see me in it this time because we don't have video. But I've played a lot of Chell, right? NHL 20. And it's a very good video game. I feel like the physics in it are very, very good. The gameplay is just fantastic. I really, really enjoyed the video game. Please cop it if you haven't already. One thing with Chell that is different from the show is that in Chell you're using a skill stick essentially, and so your analog sticks are basically the controls for your shots, defending, all that good stuff, your deeks, this, that, and the other. And of course you can modify it, but your skill sticks is how you do the majority of the game. For the show here, that's really not the case. You're using buttons for a whole lot of these actions.
Yeah.
And so this might be a run, and it looks like it will be.
He's safe.
All right.
Whew.
So the tying run is at the plate.
Now batting, right fielder, Ender
Oh
Inciarte.
gosh, I got a burp.
That's a ball.
Oh, how was that not a strike?
I do like there's. Oh, I thought that was breaking down real quick. I like having the personalized umpires. It makes it a lot more interesting, especially like. It's hard to catch on, but man, I'm telling you, when I'm playing my franchise or something, I'll be throwing the same pitch as the other dude, and I'm not getting those calls.
That's a ball.
Really?
He's getting them a foot off the plate, and I'm sitting there smacking it on the edge on the same side, and they're like, no, I don't know about that one. Get down.
That is a
Ooh,
fair ball. So we are going to be having a one-run game.
5-4. All right, now we're good. We settled in. I'll get back. I kind of took way too long of a break. I forgot.
Now
But
batting, third baseman.
my next winner back to NFL free agency real quick. The Colts I thought had a really good summer or spring, I guess. I don't know, spring, winter. I don't know my seasons all too well. But I know I get a lot of shit. Everybody says I hate the Colts, which is warranted. I'm not necessarily the biggest Colts fan or anything, but I can be transparent about it. I liked what they did in the early stages this offseason. They traded their first round pick, which we talked about a little bit last week, I believe, because it happened.
We did.
It happened
Yeah.
live, basically. So
Happened during the show.
yeah. So I'm glad.
One.
I like that they got Phillip Rivers. I know a lot of fans were kind of saying it was a bad move, but I think it is an upgrade over Brissett if you're looking short term. And given the rest of their division, which I'll touch on the Texans here in a little bit when I get to the losers. Spoiler alert. But yeah, like the Colts, it's basically set up right now for them to run the tables in the AFC South. And now that they've got a veteran quarterback in Phillip Rivers who can win. He knows what it takes to be, a successful
Great
quarterback.
recovery there.
He's shown that he can win in the playoffs. He's never made a
Batter,
Super Bowl,
number
obviously.
2,
But
designated hitter.
yeah, I think they did a good job. They got DeForest Buckner. All around, just a pretty good early stage of the offseason for them. So I expect them to take the AFC South pretty handily this year.
Now, do you think the Titans have... you would think the Titans are probably their biggest competition.
Yeah, it's definitely the Titans are the only team that can really put up a fight, but they did lose their starting right tackle. And given how successful the run game is, I don't know how easy it is. It's going to be to replicate that if you have to bring in a new piece, especially when you see Derrick Henry be so successful with the zone run game, and you're trying to get the ball. He's a big guy. He's going to run the ball up the middle, but he does a lot of stuff, between the tackle and the guard. He kind of gets into that zone, and losing a guy like Jack Conklin, that's going to put some limitation on what they can do offensively.
Great changeup there. I was thinking you were going to throw a 3-0 fastball down the middle. The changeup really got me.
At least he didn't swing and look foolish. I do that way too much.
So with the Colts this year, what do you think their record could be? Obviously, the draft hasn't occurred yet. That should have been a strike. I'm sorry. That should have been a strike.
You had one like that last inning. It works out.
I was going to say, I think the Colts, they could be a 10-11 win team this year, couldn't they?
Yeah, I'd have to look back at their schedule. I don't remember who all they play, but I do know they play the NFC North.
That's not a cakewalk, though.
No,
that
it's
is not a cakewalk.
If the season does go on as it's expected to right now before, if there's any cancellations or anything, I will be in Indy for the Colts-Vikings game next year, whenever that may be. But, they should get 2 against Jacksonville at least. So they're at least going 2-14.
Leading off.
I don't know. I'd probably say 10-11 wins would make sense. Just right now looking ahead.
I was going to say, this year, the AFC South winner, the Texans, they were the 4th seed in the playoffs. With the new format that's likely going to be implemented in 2021, how badly do you want to be that 7th seed? Because now all of a sudden you're going to be playing. I mean, I assume. Well, actually, I don't know. Are they doing it worst seed plays the 1 seed?
I don't even know. I would assume so, but I'm not. I can't guarantee that.
Well, I was gonna say. So if you're the 7 seed and you beat the 2 seed on the road, that means you got to go the next week and play the 1 seed on the road. Like, being the 7 seed, that is brutal. And I know that they're wanting to increase playoff revenue, but boy, that doesn't sound that competitive, really.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's not really a whole lot different from what it is now. You would still, I mean, if the 6 beats the 3 in the first round, they'll go and play the 1 in the next. But, I mean, yeah, the playoffs is a kind of... it's your last chance. You got to go out there and you have to beat whoever's ahead of you. And I think teams aren't going to care who they get, right? They're just going to be, whoever you get, you've got to bring it. And that's kind of how it rolls. But I don't know. It'll be a good year. There's a lot of really good teams.
There are. I think with the AFC, with the Patriots now seemingly poised to take a step back, I think it really opens up the AFC in a way that we haven't seen in a long time. Just because, you could always pencil in the Patriots as an 11-win team. I mean, even the year Brady tore his ACL, that team won 11 games and missed the playoffs, if I recall correctly. And so now, with them not being an 11, 12-win team, those wins have to go somewhere.
Right.
All right, so we got Kuna on
I mean, you still have... you have Kansas City's obviously going to be the favorite heading into the year. Baltimore's still a tough team.
The first baseman, number 5.
Which they lost a couple pieces, but they're still going to be tough to stop on offense, especially if they draft well. They did lose, I believe they lost their right guard or left guard, whatever Marshall Yanda played. But, they've still got Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, Justice Hill. Who's their other running back? Shit, I'm sorry, guys. I'm drawing a blank on this dude's name. Gus Edwards, that's it. I mean, even I guess I'll jump ahead. One of my other winners was the Broncos. They're going to be a tougher team this year than we would have expected. I got into it with a guy yesterday on Twitter because he's an idiot. I don't know if you saw it or not. The jackass. Yesterday I went through a thread. I went through all 32 teams in the NFL. I did it in order by division, so I just went, all 4 teams of one division, took a couple minutes off. The next division was nothing crazy. If you want to read it, you can go to my Twitter. But I put every single team on there. And there's only 14 teams who can make the playoffs, okay? 7 on each conference. Very simple. Everybody knows that. And, for the Denver Broncos, I liked what they did this offseason. They picked up, I can't remember his first name, Glasgow. He's an offensive guard. He's going to step in right away and start for them. He came over from Detroit, I believe. Huge piece for them. They got protection for Drew Lock, who's going to be the second-year quarterback for them. Drafted the second round last year. One of my favorite young quarterbacks in the league, despite hating him coming out in the draft last year. He's grown on me quite a bit. But yeah, so anyway, this guy gets on. He reads my thing, and I said, because they picked up Melvin Gordon as well. I said, they've picked up a lot of pieces. I like what they've done. I think they can really compete for a playoff spot this year. And the guy replies and said, they're going to make the playoffs. I said, yeah, I agree. If Drew Lock, develops away. Because, there's that sophomore slump that quarterbacks hit quite a bit. Sure. I'm like, yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of teams got better this year, including the Cleveland Browns, another one of my winners, because they picked up Austin Hooper. They picked up Jack Conklin, who left Tennessee. So, they got a new offensive tackle. They got a starting tight end. They got a new head coach who likes to use 2 tight end sets, so they're going to be able to kind of mix it up a little bit. And they can obviously run the ball. Nick Chubb kicked ass last year. And this guy comes in, he's like, no, He's like, the Browns didn't get better. You're an idiot. The Broncos beat them last Chargers. I'm like, yeah, cool. You can beat somebody. That doesn't mean they can't get better.
Number 20.
I mean, I agree. I do think the Broncos are a fringe playoff team. I'm not sitting here and saying that they suck. I just don't get so
why aren't you on the base, dude?
upbeat about everything. But yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I don't really care. But it was just funny because I clearly had said, you know, I like what they've done, and he's got to get real sad about it. But whatever. That's just how Twitter works. People are obnoxious for no reason. Which some would say I'm similar, so. But
all right, so we're in trouble here, boys. It's 5-4, top of the fifth, 2 men on, nobody out.
The designated
and
hitter.
Duval.
Duval.
Damn, you swung real low at that. I apologize if I've been grunting. I grunt real bad when I swing on this game because, you know, it's one of those things that's just reactionary, but we're good. We're going to hold off. That ain't no thing. Shorty ain't tripping.
2-2.
Since I've already gone, I've already listed four of my winners. I'll go ahead and round that out. The Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if, I'm assuming you would have seen it by now, but they got DeAndre Hopkins.
That is going to be foul. Thank
damn.
God. That was going to make it a 6-5 game.
Yep. That sucks. Ooh, just missed that one.
Infield fly, I believe. Or at least it should be.
Nope, just got it. Oh, I don't know. It didn't say anything for me, but yeah, the Cardinals, they traded their second round pick and an injured, not very good anymore running back, David Johnson, to the Texans for the best wide receiver in football, DeAndre Hopkins. I know people are going to come at me and say he's not the best receiver in football because Tyreek Hill's faster or Michael Thomas had more catches. Fine. Take whatever argument you want.
That's the ball. Outside.
I have mine that Hopkins is the best all-around receiver in football. He's a deep threat. He can create after the catch. He's got size. He's got good hands. I don't think he dropped a single pass last season.
All right. This might be a tied game, and it will be. It will be. Actually, what is going on? Okay, I thought that thing was going to first, and I was like, I'm going to lose
Dude, I
my
thought you were gonna gun me at third because I hate the base running on here. I'm so bad at controlling just one guy. I always forget to click onto somebody.
All right,
we
so
worked it
tied at 5 in the fifth. What just happened? All right,
Hold.
it is 6-5.
But yeah, I mean, I really like the Cardinals right now. I think Cliff I can't say his name, dude. Cliff Kingsbury. He's coming into his second year. He's got Kyler Murray. I think they're going to be really tough to stop offensively. Defense is still going to be somewhat of an issue, but they've got a good secondary. They've got Patrick Peterson and Byron Murphy at corner, and then Buda Baker's playing safety for them. So they've got some quality pieces on that side. I'm not really sure who they have up front right now. And then they still have Chandler Jones, which is good. But yeah, I like the Cardinals a lot. I think they're going to be a sneaky contender for a wild card spot. Damn.
That was
Not
way
surprised.
closer than what it should have been.
I don't know if you know, but that guy's got a
Second baseman.
goddamn cannon.
Albee.
He's got 99, I think, strength and accuracy on for his arm. Slide.
All right. Checking in here to the chat. Caleb, nice seeing you, man. Haven't seen you in a year or so. Good seeing you again. Britton, Wolf Love, as always.
Hey, Caleb, help me with that breaking ball. That's probably why I jacked it. Hey, thanks, dog.
He stay looking out for the kid like a CPS caseworker. We know. We know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bang.
Oh.
Where is Acuna going? Please bounce over the wall. I don't feel like picking it up.
Oh, that's trash. That is big trash. So, are you... You're going into the pen? This early?
Damn, dog. I'm at 78 pitches. And he's giving up 5 runs. Hell yeah, I'm going to the bullpen. Oof.
All right. Matt
Big
Olson with the
yikes,
grand
my
slam in
guy.
the first. Oh, he's losing control bad.
Nah, that's where I'm putting him. Damn, thank you for that pity call, ump. I needed that one, big guy.
My dude did a bat flip.
Count's full.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, that missed a spot. Horribly.
2 on, nobody out, down 1.
Mark. Keanan.
Very exciting.
Damn, there's nobody. Whew.
What a great location.
Oh, I thought I got a double play ball on that one.
Yeah, that's kind of the last thing we want here from our perspective here down south. We want no double play balls. No, we don't want that either. You can keep that trash. He thought we was going to go on that.
I'm just trying to bait you. We good, we good.
Oh!
Gassed him.
Great.
I can't
Great
wait
job.
till
Designated hitter.
this evening. I
Baseball
want to watch that
season starts
new
up?
well, that too, but I'm gonna watch that new Joe Exotic documentary. That shit looks like
It's 0-1.
insane. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
I have not.
Oh.
All right, we are going to be tied at 6.
Well, damn. That's why I don't freaking want Azuna in left field. Dude sucks. Didn't make any effort to pick that ball up
The
with
left
any sort
fielder,
of
number 8, Robbie.
what's that called?
Grossman.
Like
Effort,
necessity.
gusto. Oh,
Yeah, he was just
Urgency?
like, yeah, urgency. That's the one.
oh, that would have made it 7-6 right there. Robbie Grossman trying to put in some work. Well, that one's in the right. It doesn't really have power, but it's going to be a sac fly.
Oof.
Maybe.
Albies has a real good, or he's real on target, not real
John
quick with the throw.
Murphy.
I think he's only got like 41 throw power or some bullshit.
Now, I will say, before we went live today, I played a practice game. We played at Washington earlier, and I really liked how they kept a time on the scoreboard out there. I thought that was a really nice interface that they put into the game.
Yeah. Was it
I
game
don't
time
see
or
it
just
here
like
at
time of
It was
like...
it wasn't live time. It was what they would consider to be live time.
Thank
maybe.
God he's slow. Whew!
That should be 7-6, and I should still be batting, but I'm not gonna argue too much, you know. But if it's acceptable for Luke to go into the bullpen, I'm going to go to the bullpen as well.
I'll be right. You're good. Just don't throw a pitch.
Okay. All right, so we're getting ready to throw a fastball right down the center.
Listen here, cocksucker. All right, we're good. I got my drinky.
Oh, you got your drink? You got that
Leading
thirst
off for the
thirst?
break.
All right, I like it.
The center
All right,
fielder,
so my
number
guy
13.
has no energy. He's thrown 83 pitches. He hasn't been taking yard yet, but that's subject to change.
Yikes, man.
Doesn't really have that much
Andre
confidence.
Giant over here.
I don't even know if that would have been in his strike zone. Uh-oh.
Nah, it's foul. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice 300-foot foul ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Man, the young talent the Braves have is just insane.
It is. I think that I can't recall who I decided to win the NL East,
The first base.
but I think the Braves have a very good chance. I believe I did pick the Braves to win the NL East, if I recall correctly.
I cannot remember, but would not surprise me. They need
I remember I
to
took the
shore up their
Mets
pitching
as a
staff a
wild
little
card.
bit, but
Oh my God.
Valiant effort there on the dive.
Goodness gracious.
Now batting.
I will
Well-
say, so
Marcel
last night I was. Oh,
Ozuna.
hang on. Let me cock that ball in foul territory. So last night I was bored. I got an email from, I think it was the MLB store or shop, saying there was a sale going on. So I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll check it out. Well, I bought 4 T-shirts because I'm trying to expand my little closet here. I want to get something, from all these different teams because I want to collect as much as I can.
The catcher.
So last night,
So
I believe.
let's be clear here. He said that he wanted a shirt or a sweatshirt or a hoodie from every team in each of the 4 professional leagues. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And
Ideally.
that includes the Red Wings. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
How
if you got it, flaunt it. But, so last night, I'm just
about
rolling
that?
through, looking at everything. I gotta remember what, so, I bought 4 jerseys, right, which is just a T-shirt jersey, nothing crazy. But I got, Francisco Lindor on the Indians,
Okay.
Juan Soto with Washington,
Good choice.
good guy, pretty badass dude if I have to say. Who else did I get? Joe Gallo with the Rangers,
Okay.
Leading off for the A's.
and
The second baseman.
there was one more.
Tony Kemp.
Actually, let's go with Chris Martin. Who was
Was
my
it
other
Marcus
one?
Your
Simeon?
attention, please.
No, I want. Oh, Vlad Jr.
Number 56.
Great choice.
I wanted to go Marcus Stroman, but they were out. So
I would go with either Junior or Biggio,
No,
but
that's the ball.
you got some great taste there. I do like it.
damn, this dude's strike zone is tiny.
No, that's low. Ball.
All right, just work it. Just get him on base and get it over with, cock.
4. Take your base.
All right, Marcus Simeon 2 for 3 with a run.
The batter,
Run being
number
scored in
10.
the first off that Matt Olson grand slam.
Simeon.
This dude
5
cannot hit the
pitches.
zone.
5 balls.
Holy cannoli.
All right, there we go.
Excuse me, I forgot that was in the mic. Jeez, man, that was bad. That snuck up on me a little bit.
That was brutal, man. Oh,
Wow,
Marcus
Parrish.
Simeon going down on
batter.
strikes.
Number
Guess before
22.
this game ends. Oh, I just clicked the wrong button on my computer. But, yeah, so we still got to talk about the losers of free agency, because not everybody can do well.
1 and 0.
Hey, we
it's
can't
kinda
all be
how-
winners.
Yeah, it's how the world works.
Sure.
Speaking, we talked about it a little bit ago. The Texans, no idea what the hell is going on with them. They traded their best player. Maybe their best player. They still have, I mean, I would probably value Deshaun Watson over him, but now it looks like Watson wants out of town because of the way things have kind of
Now
gone the last few
the third
days.
baseman.
Sure.
But yeah, they traded
Time for the
Hopkins. They traded they. I mean, I get Hopkins wanted a better contract because the market for wide receivers is substantially more than what he's signed up for right now. I think he was only going to get $13 million a year up until he hits the market again. But they traded him and the draft pick to go get David Johnson, who's getting $11 million this year, and a second-round pick, which is not great value. David Johnson's been hurt. Bill O'Brien blew a huge playoff lead and then gets to keep his job and then basically gets a promotion. He now gets to run the front office as an acting general manager. So it's just a mess with them right now. I don't know what they're doing. They won the division last year and then became sellers. I don't understand how that works. But maybe they have a plan. I just don't think they do. They don't have a first-round pick this year because they traded it already. It's just a dumpster fire. It's a real shame.
Let me ask you this. So we've talked about you being a Vikings fan. For those of you who know me, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. What did you think of the Eagles signing or trading for the Lions cornerback Slay?
Darius Slay. I mean, that's a good move. I can't remember. I don't remember what they gave up for him. I think it was just a third-round pick or something like that. But I mean, obviously you have to. Yeah, that sounds right. Which is fine because you have to factor in his contract and everything when you're looking at the future. But I mean, I'm pretty much in the boat that Darius Slay's a top 6 corner in the NFL, and the Eagles had a blatant need in their secondary. So,
well, they still kind of do if you think about it. So last year, their blatant need was at corner specifically. They kept getting burned on the outside. Many teams were burning him for big plays, getting him there on the sidelines. Now, last week, they picked up Darius Slay. They lose Malcolm Jenkins, though.
Yeah. But, so they lost Malcolm Jenkins, which he was 32 and making quite a bit of money, I believe. Which, you know, he had a good career, but I think it was time to move on because the direction Philly's going. So Jenkins goes back to New Orleans, which is where his career started. I believe he was on the Super Bowl team in 2009 and 10 with the Saints. But yeah, I've heard reports that the Eagles are moving Jalen Mills from corner to safety. We'll see if that's true or not, but that's the rumor going around now because he really struggled as an outside corner last year.
Very
and
much
then
so.
They also signed Will Parks to play safety, which is an extra body. He just brings a veteran presence that obviously he's not the same level as Malcolm Jenkins as a player or as a leader, but you still have that veteran leadership in the defensive back room. So he will at least be a good body to have early on, especially during camp and stuff. If we're able to actually go through with all that stuff still with, you know, coronavirus being what it is.
And we've talked about the Colts practically needing to win the AFC South this year. That's kind of the case for Philly too. I mean, they win the division last year. They play Seattle in the wild card game. They were the road underdog, or they were the home underdogs. Excuse me. They ended up losing to Seattle, and this year, you know, Jason Garrett gets ran out of town. Dak is poised. He gets the franchise tag down there, but he's poised to sign a big deal. You know, New York didn't necessarily make themselves much better, and Washington, depending on how the draft goes, you know, it could be a disappointment of an offseason for them as well. It's kind of a must-win year for Philadelphia next year, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so, especially, you know, looking at Dallas lost so many. I don't know if they lost a couple guys. And then obviously the big one was Byron Jones. And then they're paying Amari Cooper $20 million a year. They're paying Zeke like $15 million a year. Dak's on a franchise tag. Nobody knows what his future is going to hold at this point. So it's a lot of fluctuation there. So it looks like Philly's the most, I guess,
stable.
Ready to win team. Yeah, they're stable right now. Their expectations are going to be high.
Well, I was going to say, I do like the pickup of Mike McCarthy by the Cowboys. I think he brings a lot more to the table. Super Bowl winning experiences over Jason Garrett. But I don't know. I don't think Dallas is going to put it together next year. Maybe with there being a 7th playoff team, they could sneak into that 7th slot. But, I mean, I don't know.
Oof.
I don't like it for them. Oh, my God.
Shit, I took my eye off of it.
On?
Oh, God, I might be thrown out. That guy's got an arm. Oh, you're throwing it home. We're good. All right, good job, Albies.
So, if I lose this game, I might never forgive myself.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna Matata. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way. But yeah, I think Philly is obviously in a good position right now. I think...
Is it going to be deep enough?
No. He's out. I don't want to take 9... I literally tapped L1 and then tapped R1 right back. He's like, I got to run halfway there first, coach. I'm sorry. We'll live with it. It's whatever. It makes up for the air, I guess. Count it as a wash.
Yeah.
But
The athletic.
as long as Carson Wentz can just stay healthy.
Robbie.
And, I hear a lot of people giving him flack. I'm not the biggest Carson Wentz fan myself. I think that, the injury he suffered, his would-be MVP season, the year they won the Super Bowl, I think that set him back quite a bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Well, that's a big time
year,
for your career, too. You're about to take that next step going into, year 2 or 3 or 4?
Well, I mean, that was his second year he got injured.
Yeah, so you're going into year 3 that off season, and then you're basically missing all that time.
And then he gets injured again the next season. Nick Foles has to go back to the playoffs, wins a playoff game in Chicago. And I think with Carson Wentz, now granted last year he had no receivers. I mean, everybody who's anybody was injured on that team. Very unfortunate.
Aguilar was healthy.
And he got shipped out of town. So, I mean, I don't know. I think, if they can get him some weapons and if he can stay on the field, I think that they've got a really good chance. I really like Doug Peterson. I think he does a very good job on the sidelines. Man, there's no excuses for them not winning the division this year. They have to win it. And they can't really do one of those 8-8, 9-7 deals either. They need to win 10 or 11 games.
That's the ball. 1-1.
I haven't looked at their schedule either. I haven't really looked at anybody's schedule up to this point on the Vikings, but...
Well, until the draft comes out, there's really no need. And, of course, with everything going on in the world right now, that's pretty dirty. Hopefully the NFL season doesn't get pushed back. Of course, depending on, I guess it really would not depend on the MLB or the NFL. So we're not going home. I don't know. I think hopefully all this stuff blows over in the next 14, 17 days. But
yeah,
I don't know. I want baseball to get back. I want the Stanley Cup playoffs to start. The Stanley Cup playoffs are the best playoffs in all of sports. You just get a different atmosphere. There's a different feel to each game. Typically, you mix the excitement. Of football with the who's the better team of a 7-game series. It's just the best playoffs in sports, no doubt about it. The NBA playoffs, maybe, I don't know. I'm not a giant NBA playoffs person, just because really the first 2 rounds are kind of washes.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, I don't know. But I'm really excited. What would you say, if you were ranking the 4 major North American sports, hockey, football, basketball, baseball, how would you rank the playoffs for each of those 4 sports?
I mean, I get the excitement of hockey, but I'm not a big hockey guy.
Yeah.
But I watch a lot of playoff hockey still, which is, I guess, telling of how much I like it.
It speaks to how good the playoffs are for hockey.
Yeah. I like football because I like the aspect of everything is on the line for one game. And football, I guess, is what I watch the most, so it makes sense that I
leading off for the break. The first baseman,
I guess, like that playoff more. But I don't know. I think you can't really go wrong with anything except basketball.
Yeah, basketball. I think that's the clear number 4.
Yeah, I think I would be fine with however you want to put the other 3. You can put them in any order, and I'd be okay with it. But yeah, basketball is just whatever.
I go personally. The one that I enjoy watching the least is NBA. The third is NFL. I mean, NFL's good. It's just, I don't know. It kind of loses a little something. Like if your team's not in it, like, you know what I mean? Like just watching like the Jags, like a few years ago when the Jags and the Patriots were in the championship game.
Yeah.
It's just hard to watch. Like, I don't know. And if a football game's good, it's really good, right? But when it's bad, boy, it's really bad. Like that Super Bowl, I like a good defensive game, but Jesus, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you talking the Rams Patriots one?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
oof.
just terrible.
He's out.
Oh!
Staying alive, staying alive.
But yeah, so the NFL I would say is number
Up next for
3.
Atlanta,
Granted, it's
the
one
designated
game.
hitter,
You know, it's
Adam.
I get where people like it. It's just I don't know. I prefer the excitement of the next two.
No ball.
MLB gets my second spot. The MLB, the wild card games. Is there any more exciting nights in sports than the 2 wild games in baseball?
That is true. Oh, I tried to
No
check
ball,
swing
two
that.
strikes.
That did not work.
Well, I mean, just you get if your team's playing in the wild card game, and the Yankees have played in 2 of them, they won both. But it's like you come out there, if your team has a bad inning, your season's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody's throwing everybody's going at full pace. The stadium's always packed out. It's just great. When Encarnacion walked it off in Toronto, absolutely fantastic. You know. And plus, I don't know, baseball, the playoffs just feel different because for the majority of the season, you get fans not showing up to games, half-empty arenas. In October, every seat is full at every stadium. It's just fantastic. It is just fantastic. The World Series, fantastic television. Like last year with the Nationals and the Astros, the road team winning every game. That was fantastic television. Interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Now,
1-1.
the NHL playoffs, my favorite playoffs, it's just packed arenas, the excitement, the energy is different.
Strike
It's
two.
just, I don't know if you can find anything to compare to it. And while we've been talking here, flapping our gums, we're in the 9th inning of a tied game. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out, 2 all.
Oh gosh, I wanted that one. Just a little nibble. This is a risky one.
Oh!
I was gonna hang it high and hope you didn't smack it. I was hoping to just drop it in the bucket and you not expect it. Yeah, I forget what I was gonna say.
Wait, what?
Bro, I turned
Has both
injuries
hands-
off. God damn it, my pitcher's hurt. I don't know why it's making you click something. It ain't your guy.
Oh, my bad.
Well, that
I was wondering what I was making you do.
Oh, I just put in the wrong guy. I meant to warm him
Your
up.
attention, please.
That's
Shit.
all right.
For
Alright,
Atlanta,
Shane Green, you're in the game there,
number
bud.
19.
All right, so who we got here at the plate? Chris Davis?
I swear if you had a
Triple,
walk-off on this, it
single.
doesn't count.
The batter.
Oh, no, I think it does.
Designated hitter.
Oh, I was trying to send that one into the deck.
David.
Ooh, I don't like that at all. His cutter doesn't break right. I
Trying to
guess
smack it off the scoreboard.
well, we're still
Ooh, and
here.
we are going to extras.
Hell yeah, we're going extras. I thought I was screwed in the first, but here we are. It's all about resilience or some bullshit. My last 2 losers, I forgot about those. Patriots and Jets. Patriots just lost everybody. They're basically done. So obviously they're not going to have a great outlook on things. The Jets just had a lot of money and a lot of needs, and they didn't address any of them. So it's whatever. It could be worse, I guess, for them, but
Leading off for the Braves, the right fielder.
yes,
All right, so we're going to put Yusmeiro Petit in here. We definitely need something. Extra innings. We came to give you guys a
damn, I
show.
was way out in front of that one.
You guessed it, though, didn't you?
Yep. I just can't see the ball when I guess it sometimes. It blocks it. The little meter thing flashes and it covers the ball. Which doesn't make any sense, but
Ooh,
alas.
got the curveball.
Yeah.
That's one
That was
way
the
to
most
do it.
absurd way to go about the bat or the tag, but I guess we'll take it.
The third baseman, Johan.
That's
I mean,
one
shit,
way
the
to
base
go
was
about
only
it.
3 feet in front of you. Oh man, I wanted that
way out
mini.
in front.
Oof. Damn it.
All right.
I tried waiting back on it as much as I could.
So, Petite doing some work out here.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby.
I've liked what I've had from Swanson all day. He's put the ball in play, just hasn't been lucky.
All right, so we're on the dirt here. Ooh, got a piece of the changeup.
Gotta stay alive with one strike on your record.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
Damn it.
And that's in the center field, and we are going to go to the bottom
I'll
of
be
the
right
tent.
back.
Sounds good. Shouts out to everybody in the live chat. Thank you guys for watching. We very greatly appreciate it. We're going to the bottom of the 10th. It's going to be nothing but dong shots, walk-offs, game winners. You feel me?
The left fielder,
I know you feel me.
Robbie Grossman.
So, you know, with no sports, we're very glad to be able to bring in this coverage. We're very lucky. Once again, wherever you guys are, whether you guys are on a stay-at-home order, whether it be... Let me pause this. This doesn't feel right to just... He's already down one strike. But wherever you guys are at, please be safe. Please stay indoors. You know, hopefully this ends sooner rather than later. If you or any of your loved ones are dealing with the side effects or dealing with the illness directly, we wish you our sincerest condolences. And we hope that you guys get better soon. All right, we're back.
Sorry, fellas. When you're live, you're live. Sometimes a boy just gotta take a little pee.
That's true. We don't edit this out, folks. Ooh, I thought that was it. I thought that was money.
Oh, that missed the spot. Bitch better hammer. Damn, bro, what you looking at? You just window shopping?
Sean
Ugh.
Murphy.
Ball.
I gotta say, your pitch location has been pretty good for the last 8 1/3 innings.
1-1.
I can hunker down a little bit. That first inning, I just couldn't get used to it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It ain't nothing.
Uh-oh. Well, all right. I was getting pretty excited. I thought we had a chance to walk this baby off.
Second baseman, Tony.
Tony Kemp, he spent part of last season with the Cubbies. Came over, I believe, at the deadline. Didn't do enough to get them into the playoffs, but I guess it's fine. No hard feelings.
All right. We are going to the 11th in Arizona.
We didn't expect this to take so long, guys. Well, I mean, yeah, we did, but we don't have a lot to talk about, so you get a bear
That's
with
true.
it. I guess, I mean, since we got nothing to do,
Second baseman,
who are some of your
Ozzie.
favorite players in baseball?
Right now?
Yeah, we can do right now. We can do all time. It don't matter.
All right, sure thing. So, right now, obviously being a Yankees fan, my favorite player on the Yankees is a pitcher by the name of Masahiro Tanaka. I was a fan of him when he got to the league several years ago. I was really fascinated with him coming out of Japan. He was 24-0 with a
The center
sub
fielder, number 13.
1.5 ERA coming out of Japan. I thought he was
not bad.
fantastic. Yeah, not bad at all, right? He's probably got the best splitter in the world, maybe. I really like his demeanor. He always seems to be calm on the mound, even when he's doing terrible. I really like Tanaka as a pitcher. In terms of batters, DJ LeMahieu, I liked him when he was in Colorado.
Former
Very
Cubby.
good contact hitter, former Cubby, contact hitter, knows how to get the job done. Obviously, he had the game tying homer in the 9th of Game 6. I think he's a very, very good player. I think he might generate some MVP votes this year, should we have a season. And so that's not good. That's not good. Into the corner.
That's all I've been trying for this whole time, and I keep missing it. So I tried to do with Albies, too, and I got underneath it.
In terms of non-Yankee players that I'm a fan of, Manny Machado, I don't know why. I always liked him, especially when he played in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He always plays the game really good. Being out in San Diego, of course, no reason to ever follow him now. Nolan Arenado, I like Nolan.
What? Dude, you gotta slide into the bag, jackass. It's not even a force out. What are you doing? I mean, shit, my guy. They can't rip a double and then pull that shit next
The shortstop.
3 pitches later. Oh, whew.
Simeon.
Throw it!
He's out of there.
Nolan Arenado, I'm a fan of out in Colorado. I think he might be the best third baseman defensively ever.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic with what he does out there. And I'm trying to think, Ryu up in Toronto, former Dodgers pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of pitching. I think pitching is probably the most important position in baseball just because you can control the game from the mound. Of course, you can only do it once a week or so, but I've always been a big fan of defense and pitchers. I mean, they can control the tempo of the game. Ryu,
I think we're in like the minority of saying I would rather it be a 1-0 ball game than it be 10-9. I would much rather watch a pitching duel.
Oh, for sure. I mean, is there anything more exciting than being in the 7th inning of a no-hitter? I mean, that's just, I absolutely love it. I'm fascinated by it. 1-0 ball games, I'm a giant fan of them.
Yeah, there was a game, I believe it was like
0-1.
12 years ago or so. It was Cubs White Sox. So obviously a big rivalry.
0-2.
And I don't remember who was going for the Sox. It might have been Burley at the time. But it was him versus Ted Lilly. And both guys had no hitters into the 7th, I believe. And I think Lilly kept his up through the partway through the 8th, maybe. And it was just, I mean, obviously there wasn't a lot of offense, but man, it was so fun to watch.
And I apply that defensive mentality to all sports. Like hockey, I really enjoy watching a 0-0 65-minute Broadway going into a shootout. It's just something about that because, your blue liners got to be really good. They got to be on it the whole game. It requires a lot of attention from your goalie. It requires, forwards to be defensively minded. It's just anyone can go out there and enjoy a 14-13 9-inning affair. But, I don't know. It's just not my flavor, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll sit down and I'll watch it and I'll get excited by it, but I get far more excited when I'm seeing something good happen defensively.
Now batting.
I do like me a good little pitching performance. I mean, especially when a guy's like dominating, when he's hitting his spot over and over again. It's impressive.
It is.
Then again, it is hard to hit the ball, so I get why. But
like when you watch like Jacob deGrom pitch, I mean, the dude is just
spot
surgical. I mean, there's a reason he's won back-to-back Cy Youngs. I think he's going to win a third one this year.
Now back.
Oh, you think so?
Right fielder, Ender Inciarte.
I think there's just so many good pitchers, and of course home runs are going up and everything. But I don't know. Like Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown, 2012? When was the last time a pitcher won the Triple Crown?
I don't know.
Exactly. What an arm out there in center. Jesus.
Dude's got a cannon. He threw a guy out from like I think he threw a guy out from the warning track
Up next for
last year.
Atlanta.
I think is he at first or at third?
Johan Camargo.
Nice jump, Duval.
That not
What is he doing? All right, guys. Well, now we're in a rundown because this dude wants to be a jackass.
You got him on the
I don't know. Dude, why would you try to go 2 on that? God, dude, this shit's so broken.
This is live, folks.
Shit drives me nuts. That's probably gonna cost me the game too. I was liking it.
No balls, 1 strike.
Probably get this guy ready to come out, dude. He's already up to 30.
Hey!
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously as a Cubs guy, Javi's gonna be up there for me. I'm still gonna say it, dude. I think it was
Designated hitter.
our freshman year at Wabash. Baez was involved in trade talks to send him to
Now batting.
San
New York,
Diego.
wasn't it? Oh no.
Robbie.
He was in one to go to San Diego and as part of a deal to get, I think it was Joe Ross, who was a pitcher. Obviously never really panned out, so glad I didn't pull that move. But I was sitting there saying, guys, we shouldn't trade Baez. He's got a huge future. You could just see that even through spring training at bats. He had that flair, and then sure enough, he's become one of the most exciting guys in baseball, on and off the field. And he got the cover for the show this year, which is good. But he's gonna get a bunch of money this summer. Or I guess this
another
winter,
former
whatever.
Cub, Gleyber Torres, got traded as a part of the deal that brought Chapman to Wrigley.
Yeah.
The shortstop.
Which, I mean, it was a good trade. It got the Yankees a really nice piece for their future, and then the Cubs got a ring out of it. So they used the shit out of Chapman that year. They've been showing that playoff run on the Cubs network the rest of this month to fill the time of no sports. And I mean, Chapman every single night was going out there just throwing gas. Cubs were like, hey, you know what? We traded for you. We're not going to get you back after this year. We're going to use every single thing that we can from you. So,
yeah, because he went right back to New York in the offseason.
Yeah.
He was like, I mean, that was cool sending me over there. We got this piece. I got a ring. But,
You got him. No, beat him.
wow. What speed.
Up next for Atlanta.
Non-Cubs. I will step over the rivalry line a little bit. Tim Anderson, the shortstop for the White Sox, really caught my eye last year. He was known for that. He basically pimped a home run against Kansas City. Started a big, I guess it was a scuffle out at second base afterwards when he got hit by a pitch later on. But I mean, he's a good contact guy. I believe he led the league in batting average last year. Fun to watch. Another guy, a lot of electricity on the field. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good young guys in baseball, which is good for the game. I don't know.
Who was
really,
that pitcher that attacked the entire Pittsburgh bench?
Amir Garrett.
I like that. Amir Garrett. I'm a big Amir Garrett
Yeah, I'm
fan.
a big Amir Garrett guy. Even though he's with the Reds, I still respect his work.
Uh-oh.
He got it. Where is he going? He's good.
I should have thrown that earlier.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Marcus Stroman's probably my favorite pitcher right now. He's with the Mets. I like Chris Archer a lot. He was with the Cubs organization when he was coming up, and then was traded. I believe he was traded for Matt Garza back in the day. He was one of the prospects involved in that. And then he stayed
The
with
left fielder, number 20.
Tampa Bay there for a
Marcel
while before heading over
Ozuna.
to Pittsburgh a few years ago. I don't know what other pitchers really. I mean, I like Kyle Hendricks, but he's about as boring as it gets in terms of personalities on the field.
It's kind of like Tanaka.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to be tied up.
Tied, dog. I
Why?
just took the
What?
lead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad.
I thought you
Why
had
did
me
he
though.
not? Well, like, he just, like, stopped
Now
and,
batting.
like, threw it. I was like,
Travis
why?
Darno.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you gotta get the closer.
I've already used my closer, but I gotta make sure I got somebody going. Nah, he's got enough. We'll go with him.
Oh, this is really sad now. Oh, no.
I'm not gonna even get too
Oh,
confident
no.
yet. Hey, but look at that score. That's what I call nice.
96.
Now batting.
I respect it.
Adam Duvall.
Oh, man, my dude's got no confidence now, and
1-1.
nor should he. He's
1 ball, 2 strikes.
wow. We were doing good through 12 and a third inning, you know.
Life comes
That's
at you
all
fast.
right. It does, you know. Oh, is that slapped? Okay, I keep drifting back. I don't like that. All right, we gotta score 3 to stay alive.
If you guys are still here listening, if anybody wants, or if you guys want us to play another game, if you're down for it,
The
Keanan,
Athletic. The second baseman.
it's up to
Oh, what
them.
time is it? Oh, shoot. Well, I do the early morning shift in the morning, so I gotta call it tonight pretty early tonight.
All right, I feel you. I respect you.
You feel me? Oh, is that fair? Oh, that was fair.
that Tony Kemp?
I believe
The
so.
batter.
Damn, 39 speed and he got me.
Marcus.
Yeah, I definitely would do another game, but I don't know if I could do another 13, you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting.
What?
But this one ain't over yet. We gotta...
Oh no, I'm well aware of that.
Oh my god! Marcus!
Cha-ching!
Now batting. Number
Damn
22.
it.
Fast life, no slow here.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that is going to do it.
Those are the fireworks going off.
Brutal way to lose in the 13th at home. Don't remember me for my 13th. Remember me for my first. It's not how you finish. It's how you start. That's false. That's false. But no, this was fun. This was fun. We were able to talk a little sports, and we were able to, do 13 good innings. What do you think of the show as a game?
I like the
years?
improvements they've made. I think it just looks a lot better in terms of
Yeah, it looks really
like
clean.
player motion and stuff like that, which is good. But
For the
Yeah, it looks
victorious
great.
Atlanta Braves,
I think,
9 runs
I mean,
on
we
21
might
hits.
just keep going with
No
this
errors. They
because
left
there might not be
13
much
men
going
on
on
base.
Sure.
in sports
Sure.
For the
for the next
Athletic,
few weeks. So
6 runs on
if there's
14
nothing to
hits.
talk about
3
next week, we
errors.
might
They
catch
left
you guys
12
on here
men on
again,
base.
hopefully.
Yeah, and next time, we won't blow a 4-run first inning lead, so it
What
is what it is.
we could
4
also
hours
consider
and
doing
16 minutes.
changing the
Thank you for
hitting
joining
and
us
go
here
with the
this evening.
PCI. I don't know what
We
you
remind
use.
you
Do
to
you use the
please
PCI or do you
drive
just
home
have
safely.
just the buttons?
Just the buttons.
Yeah, we might want to do PCI. That way it's a little bit tougher to hit. 'Cause, I mean, we had 35 hits combined, which is a shit ton.
Yeah, PCI is more like skill stick, ain't it?
Yeah, you just have to. So you'd move the left stick to the pitch and then swing from there.
Yeah. Yeah,
That way it's a little bit more challenging.
I feel that.
But
Well, we got till Monday. If you're still here in the chat, or if you're you watch this afterwards, feel free to drop a comment or send us a link. We're more than interested to take all ideas. We got this is a nice change of pace from Chell. I've been playing so much of it. but when I have time, of course. But no, if you do follow us on Twitter, I'm at Keanan Alstatt. It'll be in the description below. Luke, you can find him at
Luke Parrish _NFL.
yeah. Be looking out for his ongoing NFL draft coverage. He's got a grade approximately 200 more. Is that right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I saw today that we were a month out. Oh crap! So I went and checked. I still had. I think I've got 342 graded right now, and I think I have to get to 535. Is how many I have in my sheet total. So about 200 left to go. So I really should probably start hunkering down on that a little bit, but.
Well, we'll be looking forward for that full mock coming up here. When do you think you'll have that available?
Yeah, I'll try to get one coming out. Hopefully with a couple weeks before the draft. It'll be tough to kind of do a whole 7 rounds. I'll at least try to do 3 or 4.
Okay.
We'll see. It just depends on how much time I can get going because I do have final exams and shit like that going on. But and for Caleb asking, yes, my grades are clustered right now. I haven't told many people yet because not a whole lot of people really care, to be honest. But I had to redo my grading format today, so I went from having a scale from 10 to 0, and I changed it, and made it go from 100 to 0, just because it was too hard to sort everybody after it would be graded out. So I got it all fixed. It'll be good to go by draft time. So it ain't no thing.
Shouts out. Shouts out. So that's going to do it for us this week. Once again,
Yes, sir. Absolutely. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in.